The story of Douha Dai god Inari Okami. God Inari, also known as Inari Okami, is the god of rice, agriculture, trade and blacksmithing, of fertility, rice, tea and sake, and is also a widely worshipped god in the country. Heaven rises, from Shinto to Buddhism. Sometimes Inari is identified with Benzaiten and Daikini-ten, and sometimes she is also considered female, or a hermaphrodite deity. Currently, Fushimi Inari Shrine in Japan, the oldest Inari shrine still standing intact and still open. Inari appears in many shapes, but the most famous shape is still the white fox. The god's treasures are very diverse, such as the sheaf of rice, the fox, the wishing pearl and the fox, of course. Inari is depicted as both male and female. The most common incarnations of Inari, according to scholar Karen Ann Smyers, are as a young food goddess, an old man carrying a bag of rice, or a half-masculine deity. There is no exact image. The preferred gender of the depictions is based on regional traditions and personal beliefs. Because of her close association with Kitsune, Inari is often said to be a fox. Although this belief is widespread, both Shinto priests and Buddhist monks encourage it. Inari also appears as a snake or dragon, and one folk tale has Inari appearing before an evil man in the form of a giant spider as a way to teach him a lesson. Inari is sometimes identified with other mythological figures. Some scholars consider Inari to be a famous character in classical Japanese mythology such as Yukano Matama or Kojiki's Ogetsu Hime. Many others believe that Inari is the same character as Tuyauk. Some others identify Inari with any other rice kami. The female aspect of Inari is often identified with or embedded in Daikini-ten, a Buddhist deity who was adapted into Japanese culture from the Indian Daikini, or with Benzaiten of the seven lucky gods. Daikini-ten is depicted as a female or semi-male bodhisattva riding a flying white fox. Inari's interaction with Buddhism can be traced back to the 8th century, when the founder and monk of the Shingon sect, Kakai, accepted the position of abbot of Toji, and chose Inari as the temple's guardian. As such, Inari remains associated with Shingon Buddhism to this day. Inari is often revered as a collective of 3 deities, Inari Sanza. Since the Kamakura period, this number has increased sometimes to 5 kami, Inari Goza. However, the identification of these kami has changed over time. According to the records of Fushimi Inari, the oldest and perhaps most prominent Inari shrine, the kami include Izanagi, Izanami, Naniji, and Wakumusubi, in addition to the food gods mentioned previously. Today, the 5 kami identified with Inari at Fushimi Inari are Yukano Matama, Sarutahiko, Omayanom, Tanaka, and Shi. However, in Takakoma Inari, the second oldest Inari shrine in Japan, 3 deities are worshipped: Yukano Matama, Yukamochi and Wakumusubi. According to Nijuni Shaki, these 3 kami are Omiyame no Makoto, water, Yukano Matama no Makoto, rice, and Sarutahiko no Makami, earth. The fox and the wish-fulfilling gem are prominent symbols of Inari. Other common elements in depictions of the Inari, and sometimes of their kitsune, include a sickle, a sheaf or sack of rice, and a sword. Another associated object is his whip. Although he hardly uses it, it is a powerful weapon used to burn people's rice crops. Thank you for joining us for today's fairy tale. We hope these stories bring joy and meaning to your day. If you love our channel, please hit the subscribe button so you won't miss any exciting tales. Wishing you a good night and sweet dreams. See you in the next story.